Alright, welcome back guys to my channel, to my YouTube channel. The support that I got recently is just overwhelming for me at least. So I would like to thank all the new subscriptions, all new subscribers, or all your new comments, guys. I really appreciate it. I usually try to answer to like all your questions and help as best as I can. So once again, just want to mention that I invite you to just, if you have a free couple of seconds, just go ahead and check our new website, foodcoaching.com. Go ahead and join our community. That's a really nice people over there who are always trying to help and give you tips how to improve and be better in FIFA. And of course, if you are free and want to listen to our podcast, there is also created new site, Food and Review, where our guys uploading 2-3 new podcasts every week. So yeah, okay guys, reading your comments, of course it was impossible not to notice that you have a problem with defending using my previous tactics, and honestly it's all my fault because I assumed in advance that everyone defends like me, right? And which doesn't mean that I'm a great defender or good defender, but the tactics I create, they are based on my experience and skill level of play. So I adapted them to my style of play, right? That's why I focus after that all my attention on creating something similar in terms of offensive capabilities, but where you'll be much safer at the back. One important thing I didn't mention, but I hope you guys know that because I don't want to go through the basic stuff all the time in my channel. During the match, the presented tactics, for example, to you, I use 85-90% of the whole game, but you should have 2 additional options at least when you are chasing the score and when you're trying to secure the score, right? For example, I use the main formation. This is actually new, but I'm liking it so far, in 2 configurations. One that I will show you, and the second one basically the same. Everything stays the same with same instructions, same sliders, but I use constant press, and I like to switch sometimes during the game just to surprise my opponent, and honestly it works okay because they're not expecting that. Before we jump in, one more thing I would like you to guys really understand. For me it's really hard to create tactics that reflect authentic feel of football in the game, and honestly I lose a lot of matches, concede a lot of goals, but by the end of the day I have much more satisfaction winning match in authentic football way than using only broken mechanics. So alright, let's jump into my team. This is how it looks right now after weekend of team of the season from Premier League. I end up with 17 wins, so it's not bad. It was close to rank 2, but it was really sweat week. So you guys probably, whoever played, probably know that. Okay, so as I mentioned, guys, we're discussing today the 3-5-2. And this is the base configuration, and the second one I have with a constant press. It would be definitely better if it was here in the second bracket, less changing. This is the tactic that when I'm chasing, and this is the one that we I previously showed you and made the video. And this one is still during the test, 5-2-2-1. If it works, I will of course make another video about it, but for now we are concentrating on 3-5-2. And the reason why I choose this formation, it was because I was looking for mainly formations that have 2 CDMs, and didn't want to jump from 4-1-2-1-2 to totally different thing. So you kind of have the same feeling in offense, but you will feel more secure in when defending, right? In this formation you should have always 3 players in the back, and additional to considering the instructions that we will give, you will have one CDM also staying back, so 4 players instead of comparing to this one when you sometimes have only 2 or 3 players, right? So you should feel more secure in this formation, and yeah, and the reason was I still want to keep the wide player in my build-up and have 2 CDMs. That was like for me the crucial thing when I was searching for something that can improve our defending against counters, against everything basically. Okay, let's just jump in. Okay, it's all recorded, so but okay, so tactics itself, as you can see, no press after possession loss like we used in the previous one. I lowered the depth and I think a little bit the width, if not, but the depth is definitely lowered. I don't need that out offside in this formation, and I don't need the press after possession loss. The reason for it, I don't need it because those 2 CDMs with the instruction type mark, they act like they are pressing after possession loss. When we lose the ball, they right away try to catch the closest person and secure the middle. That's totally enough for me, so I don't need to like using press after possession loss. And I think like in the 3-5-2, the press after possession loss, press after heavy touch or something, it doesn't work the same way as it was working in the 4-1-2-1-2. So offensive style, as you can see, I try to keep everything the same like it was in previous. So the offensive side of our build-up should remain the same, especially that we have again the trio cam and 2 strikers. Okay, let's move on. I'll show you how I line up the team. Okay, this is how we line up the team. Important thing when you building the team for that formation is I'm using 4 defenders. Gladly, my center back Ake over here has a position change for left back, so it's easier for me to like make the chemistry specifically for this team. But what I want to say is I'm not gonna defend in 5 back shape. With the instructions that will come in a second, you will see that I was still defending in 4-4-1-1 shape as it was in 4-1-2-1-2 formation. So I prefer that way because I don't want to lose. I mean, I don't like to defend in 5 back shape. I don't know, it just not for me, you know. It's just so boring for me. But it's just simple way. If you want to defend that way, it's just one simple change, and you will defend in 5 back shape. But I prefer 4 back line when defending. And why I'm saying that, because on the left side you should use the offensive player if you use my strategy, and this player is gonna be like your 3rd striker in this formation with the instruction given to him. And on the right side, it's okay to use any fullback that at least have some dribbling capabilities and can pass and shoot, because sometimes he will get to the chances and opportunities to score the goal. But the fullback is like on the right side is totally enough. The rest is self-explanatory. Nothing to show you here. So yeah, let's jump into instruction. All right. So start with the goalie. I still use comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. Have no idea if it works. At least comes for crosses is just, I don't know. Sometimes it's like stand in the goal line and do nothing. So, but sweeper, keeper, I think it's like I recommend to use that because they tend to, when you have a right goalie, they tend to speed up and like cover more space. Just by running to the striker. So this is, I would recommend sweeper, keeper, comes for crosses. It's just optional wherever you choose, guys. Okay, our center back, nothing here. This is our anchor. Use here the best defender, and who will cover like the space, every mistake that we make with our left center back or right center back, right? Okay, who is next? Ake. My left center back is on overlap. The reason for it is because on the left side it's gonna be too big of a gap between my striker jumping in forward and my CDM. So when I use overlap, they create that little triangle between them, and it's much easier for me to build up from back. On the right side, Saliba, it's my own preference and I'm used to it. I have him on step up, and the reason for it is because in a second you will see that Casemiro and Kante, I don't have them on cover center, I have them on cover wing. So they're covering sometimes the space between the space on the wings when my fullback and my actual left mid over here is committed to attack. So he will kind of take a role of CDM, but keep in mind it's risky. I'm used to it. If you feel it's like leaving too much of a gap behind him, then just turn it off. Just make it on balance. It will still be fine. I prefer him to be a little bit more aggressive and intercept the ball as a CDM over here when Casemiro is missing, because I feel comfortable enough to switch to Ruben Diaz, who should be always like in position and cover his mistakes or my mistakes if I drive him out of position. Okay, CDM 2 and right now the two important things in CDM, it's why I wanted two CDMs. It's of that tight mark instruction. I can stress enough how I like that instruction, but again, it's kind of risky thing. You have to get used to it, because when you lose the ball, they tend to jump into the closest player and they're not in position always. So keep that in mind. You will notice that in game. But again, Casemiro is in tight mark and stay back. As I mentioned, cover wing and deep line maker. He will just come close to help you build up. But Kante is gonna help me on the left side building up. So over here on the left side, I would use more agile player who can dribble, who can pass. I would say who can shoot, but we know how Kante shoots. The passing is also not perfect, but this one is a 5-star weak foot Kante. So his passing is not that bad. But what I'm saying is he's gonna help us on the side. That's why I have a drift wide. So after creating this triangle, he will create the triangle between Gabriel Martinelli and my striker. So, but again, tight mark, right? Okay, two a little bit different instructions on my right mid and left mid. So if I want to create that 4-back shape, that right mid, who is my fullback, will come back on defense, stay wide and stay on edge. I don't want him to jump like too far. You know, it's still fullback, it's still defending player. I need him back as fast as possible. So he will just come back, but my left mid will be on balance over here. Okay, hold on a second. Why am I not showing the left mid? Have I missed him? Hold on, sorry. I haven't recorded. Why I haven't recorded? Okay, so the trio is the left mid, guys. Sorry. If you want to have a 5-back shape, just put the Martinelli or your attacking player on the left mid. Also come back, and then you will have a 5-back shape. I have him on balance, so Ake is taking actually a left-back role. It's not perfect, but for defending, and this is his main role, it's okay for me. So I would use here mainly a great defender, right? A fullback. Even if you want to use a fullback, use the one that can defend, like Cole, for example. It's a great player to put here. So Martinelli is on balance. He will cut inside, get in the box. I don't know why I didn't record that, sorry, but this is the instruction. One more time, let me repeat. Balance, cut inside, get in behind, get in the box, guys. Okay, and the trio that I was mentioning, that I didn't want to drop too far from the previous tactics. So best, my cam, stay forward, stay on edge. It's the same exact instructions in 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Ah, okay, we had him in the... Okay. Oh, here we go. As I said, cut inside, get in behind, get in box for cross. Okay, two strikers. Raul, the same instruction, stay central, get in behind. And again, as I mentioned you guys before, in 4-1-2-1-2, instead of bringing my cam back, I definitely much more prefer to bring back my striker. It helps me building up. It helps to create some gaps when he's running forward. He's not being picked up by defenders every time, and you can use that, take it as advantage for yourself. Conservative interceptions, because he has a lot of running to do, right? He's from a striker position, he has to cover the right mid position. So he will be our right midfielder in a 4-1-2-1-2 shape. Sorry, in 4-4-1-1 shaping when defending. Okay guys, so this is the instructions and tactics. If you like fine with it, go ahead, jump in, try them out. But you know, I still have something to show you, and this is gonna be now the examples from games. And I will show you how I build up in 3-5-2 and what you guys need to look forward. It's again gonna be a long video, sorry for that. I'll try to speed up as much as possible. Okay, first example, let's jump in. Our team shape. Okay guys, the main thing when you're using wide formation, like 3-5-2 for example, right? We have it's a wide formation. Use those wingers. This is, don't go always through middle. This is why we use wide formation, just to spread out the defensive line of our opponent. And over here, what I want to show you guys, it's my main like thinking when I'm building up. When I go to one side and everybody, the defending AI switches to the same side. So my intention is to, from this side of the pitch, go to opposite side and then cut inside. It doesn't mean that I have to cross from here, and I usually don't, because I don't use high sidelines, and the crossing in this game with L2 it works, but sometimes it just, the ball travels so slow that the defensive player is getting to my player, and I don't like crossing over, like switching sides with the cross. But okay, what I mean by that, so I will go to the wing, and through the middle I will go to the opposite side. This will a little break the defensive shape of my opponent, and then I will just try to find player in the middle or in the box. This is how I try to create chances, from one side to second side and then to the middle. Okay, let's move forward. So yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Forward, back, forward, back, forward. Of course, it's not like perfect shape right now. It's not showing that perfect shape. But this is what I want you also to do when you're using this formation. One pass forward. Just try to like practicing this. One pass forward, one pass back. One pass forward, one pass back. Try it. You will see how it will break the opponent defensive line. Honestly, this is how I do it. And let me know if it worked for you. So yeah, this is how we did. One more pass back, and then we find already openings over here. Last thing why I want to show you guys this, because I made a straight pass to my striker, which you think like, yeah, it's like great choice, but keep in mind that you always have your cam ready in on the edge of the box to make the triangle pass, which I think I would increase my chances of scoring here, because I passed straight to my second striker, and I think we didn't. Yeah, we haven't scored. Yeah, it was blocked. Okay, next example. Okay, guys, why I'm showing this? This is the midfield line of my opponent. This is the area that I'm aiming to be in, between those two lines. This is the like most crucial thing that also I want you to look forward when you're building up. So when you get to this space, even ask yourself how hard it is to bring those players back and defend players between those two lines. So what we usually do, and I do it also, we tend then to use our last line of defenders, which is switching to center backs and dragging them actually out of position. So this is crucial, that I aim to get the ball between those lines, right? So just keep that in mind. When I'm building up, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, if I'm there are two ways to build up. As I showed you in the previous one, we go to the side, switch to the other side, go to middle, and also by using the wing, what I can do is just making all the pass, inside pass, outside pass, inside pass, out. It's like a little bit example from basketball. I love playing basketball, so just inside pass, outside pass, inside pass, outside pass, and it opens space a lot. So you will see it over also in this example. Pass inside, pass outside, pass inside, and we have a situation, created situation. Okay, next example. Guys, why I'm showing this? Because when I get the ball and trying to counter, for example, it doesn't have to be a counter. When we intercept the ball, I'm looking for my cam. Why he's the crucial player for my build up. And like in real football, right? You should find the guy who is like trying the best in passing and vision and stuff with those stats, and he should distribute the ball offensively. But from cam, I don't tend to go to my striker because most players plays with a 4-back line, with the fullback staying back. So I mean, there is no way I can beat with one player, and you can see there are 3 players over here. So there's like no chances for me to beat them, right, with a one player. I mean, maybe with Mbappe and some like crazy speed boost, and you can get through. But this is not my style, so I don't tend to use my striker, just like because he will be crowded here, and I don't want to lose the ball. Because losing the ball in this situation where my team is like totally not in shape, it's asking for a trouble. So when I find my cam, as I said, I'm not looking for a striker, I'm looking for wings. I'm looking for wings. If wings are not open, I'm going back. But first, if the wings are open, this is where first thing that I want to search for. We found the wing. And this is the most important thing. Even if I have I have a space here, I don't try to beat this defender 1v1. I'm always using one pass back, one forward. This is what you want to do in this formation. And this is the great example of overlap and helping me build up. And you will see the triangle that I mentioned with the counter right now, with Kante, Ake, and Martinelli on my left side, right? This will create a great chance because first, why I'm passing back? This defender will have a choice, covering this one, which will leave space for Ake jumping forward, or if he mess up here, he will just overcommit to this side, and Martinelli will just jump in forward, right? And again, I will not use straight pass to him. I will use triangle pass. The triangle pass in this game works. So let's just move forward. Yeah, and we have there was a great chance over there. Okay, again, we got the ball. First, I'm looking for a cam. I cannot find him. Striker is also fine. This is what I wanted to tell you. But I'm not gonna turn the striker and run into the defensive line of my opponent. Again, with the striker, I also look for wings. I have to go to the wing to spread his defenders, and then give my players time to jump in forward, right? So I go to striker, look for wings. If wings are not available, I go back, and then I'll go to the wings. Okay, I went back. Now we went back and we spreading the play. This is a crucial pass for me. One pass back. Why, guys? I could pass right away over here, but by passing back, I'm dragging attention of these 3 players of my opponent and concentrating on this pass back. He will overcommit one of them at least. This is already giving me a chance, because in my head I already have an idea what I want to do. I want to utilize the left side or the right side. I already know that this player will make a run. Those 3 players are making great runs. But in order to do that, I'm making a quick pass back and then again pass to the middle, and from here I'm using, this is why I also use my striker to come back, because he's the like great player to help me build up. And from here I'm using passing to the middle and distributing the ball from here. When the ball gets here, look how many options I will have. I will have 4 options. My fullback will make a great run, and I'm outnumbering his defenders because he had to overcommit trying to get the ball here, and usually players do that. Pass back, and we go forward. Yeah. We haven't scored, of course. Alright, next example. I don't know if it's the same game, guys, it doesn't matter. But same principle on the second side, right? This is what I want to told you. Side, in my head, it's already like, okay, it's getting crowded here. I will use midfield. If I cannot go here, just pass this line, I will use players to get to other side and then to the middle. And this is exactly what I do every time. Okay, to the middle. Yeah. And right now I already know where I want to go, and I want to go to this area between this line, passing this midfield, and I have 3 strikers, as I told you. And in my head there are two options here: passing to this striker if I find like opening, or passing to this one, but of course not directly because there are 2 players in front of him, in front of my counter. So I could use my false 9 free roam cam, and pass then pass to a striker, or just pass to the striker and then distribute ball between those 3 players. And this is what we're looking for, right? Yeah, and we scored. I can't believe we haven't scored here. Jeez. Alright, again, this was like in a couple of examples before. Pass to the wing, pass inside. Pass to the wing, pass inside, till you find that offensive player, one of your strikers, one of your the cam or the second striker, right? This is what I'm looking for. And why I use that stay on edge on cam. Again, because the strikers will like use the gaps between 2 defenders, and my cam will use the gap and the free space between those, like the 3rd spot, right? And I can use the triangle to pass to him and to the second striker. This is what I'm always looking for. Okay, back, we find it, and the cam is making ready to run. And a little bit agile dribbling here. Okay, guys, next example that I wanna there are 3 more, I think. Let me stop for a second. This is also why I use fast build-up, guys, because when I'm inviting the players of my opponent to my half, I wanna use also counters, because they are the easiest way to score goals, right? So his defensive line is not in shape, he commits a lot of players, so fast build-up helps me. When you get to know the formation, it helps you know where the players are. It helps you to get quickly to the opponent half and just create a great scoring opportunity. Alright, let's move on. We saved, and yeah, and okay, as I told you, looking for a cam, not passing to the striker. I don't need him. I don't need to pass to him over here. He's not for distributing the ball. He's for scoring goals for me. So looking for wings. If I cannot find the wings, it's a little bit too much drawing here. But what I do is I'm looking for a pass back, and then to the wing, and then to the wing. Yeah. And from here, guys, it's like we have, look how many bodies we have. If I was a better player, I would definitely score that. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just remind you that. Again, we intercept the ball. Same principle. Cam, my main player that I'm looking for. I'm trying to pass the ball to Cam. Not looking for a striker. Looking for wings. Wings not open. I'm going back, and then again back to the Cam or to the wings. We found the cam. We use our striker who's helping us to build up. Simple ball roll and pass. Yeah, and we scored the opportunity. And last example, guys. Again, it's like same drawings on different examples, but I just want to show you that I'm not doing it once, I'm always doing it. So, and this is how it helps me to create chances. So looking for a cam, looking for wings. If I cannot, I'm not looking for a striker. If I cannot find wings, I'm looking back and then going forward again. We found the wing, a little passing back. Yeah, and we create a goal scoring opportunity, and we actually scored. Guys, that's it. Last thing that I want to give you my little tip. 30 minutes longer again, damn it. Okay, last tip. You know what? I mentioned that I have two configurations of the same tactics. If you don't want to, because it takes like couple seconds till the constant press activates on my second formation, like second configuration, right? But I want you to try one thing that I started to implement in my game when I'm defending. I use team press on my D-pad when the opponent is deep in my half, not on his half, on my half. It surprises the opponents sometimes, so often that they lose the ball, and I have a great chance for countering. This is a little tip that I'm still like testing, but it's working for me. Give it a go and let me know. Guys, apologies, it's taking, my videos are so long, but I just want to show you how I play these formations, why I use specific instructions and stuff. Okay, hope mainly after this video that you will improve defensively and concede less goals, right? But the offensive style will remain the same, and joy of the playing this game will be as much fun as it was like in 4-1-2-1-2. Let me know in comments if you like it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any like concerns about this tactics, also ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer all to the questions. Okay guys, see you later then. Cheers.